All right, today I'm going to review and go over today's NASCAR All-Star race at the Bristol Motor Speedway. And let's get started.
Ryan Priest, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
The racing today started off with the open, and you had Michael McDowell leading the field to the green flag. And he led the first handful of laps, and that's when we saw the 10 car of Eric Amarola pass him, and McDowell faded back, and he actually got involved in a wreck, which is going to be a lot of controversy surrounding it, with the 43 car Bubba Wallace. Many people are hating on McDowell for wrecking Bubba Wallace, but when you look at it really closely, like I did many times, at first I thought it was McDowell, but you look at it again though, the 24 actually turned to 34, and the 34 was in the process of going down, and ultimately it was just a bad deal there for all three of those drivers. You really can't blame McDowell, or you can really blame Byron. But moving on though, and the whole open finish, you had Amarola win stage 1, and then stage 2 was won by Byron. I'm about to call him Willie, ouch. And then stage 3 was won by the 21 of Matt DiBenedetto. And since Bubba Wallace wrecked out and he could not have that car for the main event, so they went to the second highest driver in the fan vote, which was Clint Boyer. So those are your 4 heading into the main event. But the main event started off with the 19 of Martin Truex Jr., who was the original pole sitter, having to go to the rear for failing inspection 2 times. And quite honestly, he wasn't even relevant tonight. That pole could have made a big difference, but he wasn't really relevant. But you had the 88 car of Alex Bowman leading the field to the green flag. He did all right the first stage, and you really didn't hear much about him after that. But the 2 drivers that were up there the whole night was Kevin Harvick and Chase Elliott. And then Ryan Blaney started coming into it later on in stage 2, especially in 3. But early on, though, it was a 4 and 9. And the 9 was the best car on the track, without a doubt. And the stages, honestly, were pretty boring. You didn't see that much passing. It was just like, it reminded me a lot like last Sunday. A car can be a lot faster than the one up front, but you really can't do anything unless you bump and run. It's just a terrible deal. But I kept on going, and then stage 4 was getting ready to start. And I was going through my head, I'm talking to myself about maybe you're going to see a caution here. Maybe a lot of them. People going for $1 million. And nothing happened. You really didn't see no hard racing, I guess you can say. People were so high on Bristol heading into this race. I'm not too sure if Bristol has a future holding the All-Star race. The fans, the turnout was awesome. Highest sporting event amount of people there since March, if I'm not mistaken. So good there. But this race did not meet the expectations that I had entering today. It was boring. I would hate to have someone that's new to the sport watch this and think this is what the sport's about. No, it's not. It's just a terrible race. But like I said, though, I don't think Bristol is in the future. But we'll get back to the race. Chase Elliott ran away at the end, holding off Kyle Busch, and won the race with $1 million. This is his second win this season. This is his first All-Star win, but this win does not count towards the playoffs. So he has 1 win in a regular season, but $1 million. So he'll take it, wins as it goes, and you know what? He might build up some momentum for Sunday at Texas. But you saw a lot of new things start off tonight, though, off the race topic. It started off with the choose cone, where you can choose if you want to go up high or low. That has a potential of being long-term, in my opinion. I don't think you'll see it at Talladega or Atlanta or intermediate tracks or road courses especially. But I think you can see it at your Richmonds, Dover, Martinsville, and Bristol. And I think it's short track only. Nashville possibly next year. We're going to have to see how things go there. But you get the point, though. I think it has a future, but not for every single track. And you saw the glow underneath the car. And I'm not too sure if that has a future. It looked cool when everyone is advertising the Kurt Busch car from the burnout last year at Las Vegas championship weekend. But it was pretty bad. I'm not going to lie here. The Chevys had amber, and the Toyotas had red, and the Fords have blue. It was just, I just don't know about it. It was bad there. But the only thing I really liked tonight, besides the choose cone, was the door number placement, car number placement, I guess you could say. Ouch. But it was at the back of the driver's side, not where it's usually at in the middle, and you had the sponsor there. So it's giving the sponsors more recognition. It's not only doing good for the teams, but it's doing good for the sponsors. So that's what you need. NASCAR's a sponsor-related sport. They're going to need all the sponsors they can get, and that's a really good way of giving them more advertisement. So I think that has a future in the sport, but the lights underneath the car, the LED lights, do not. And Bristol All-Star Race in the future does not even sound good. I 100% disagree with anyone that thinks Bristol has a future in the future with the All-Star Race. I think Talladega, or going back to Atlanta where they used to race it back in the 80s, possibly. Or go back to Charlotte. Charlotte was good, but everybody though, please like and subscribe and comment down below which track would you like to see the All-Star Race be held at.